You know that feeling when your sales team starts with hundreds of new leads in the CRM, but nobody actually knows which 20 are going to be the ones that are worth the phone call? What usually happens next is a ton of manual guesswork. Your reps spend hours digging through LinkedIn and company websites just to send an email that honestly probably shouldn't have been sent in the first place. It's not that your team isn't working hard or isn't smart. It's just that they're spending all their time investigating instead of actually selling and building customer relationships. Most people think that the AI solution here is just writing emails faster and automating outbound, but honestly, that kind of approach just gets rejected faster. The real bottleneck here is qualification. We built a system that completely flipped that script. Instead of manual prospecting, we built an automated pipeline that identifies the right buyers, researches them, and then handles the outreach. It basically keeps your humans involved only when they actually add value. I wanted to show you exactly how this looks under the hood, so I'm gonna hand it over to Deepankar, our founding engineer. He's gonna walk you through the N8N and the agentic logic and the actual workflows to turn outbound from a manual chore into a repeatable, profitable system. Deepankar, take it away.
The AI model is not operating alone. The workflow coordinates prospecting data, enrichment data, and qualification logic, as well as the communication actions. The system connects to lead databases, enrichment sources, AI evaluation, then the outreach email channels, and it also tracks and logs the interactions. So instead of a rep researching a lead, the workflow gathers verified company context and feeds it into an AI qualification agent, which then qualifies the lead based on real company data. And this transforms outbound from a manual process into an operational system. The workflow begins with a form trigger. So a person defines an ideal customer profile. They specify the industry, the company size, the geography, the seniority level, and this becomes the entire targeting strategy for the entire pipeline. Instead of each sales reps interpreting strategy differently, the system standardizes it. The system now searches for companies and decision makers matching that criteria, and we're using a platform called Lucia in this, and you can sign up on Lucia using your company email and you can get 40 free credits. As the data which Lucia retrieves from the internet is really credible, and it retrieves actual individuals within organizations, including job titles, departments, and the real company data, which is actually important to make decisions. And then it enriches each lead with additional context such as company descriptions, employee size, and professional profiles. So the system is not reacting to the lead list, it is investigating the potential buyers that you could outreach to in your outreach campaign. And now the AI agent evaluates each lead. It compares the person and the company against the ideal customer profile. It assigns a score and determines if the lead is qualified or unqualified. So with the help of this AI lead scoring node that you see over here, which is an LLM node, it recommends that what should happen. Should we prioritize the outreach, nurture, or ignore? The AI is not writing messages yet, but it is making a business decision about relevance. And then after that, we prepare the data for the sheet, and then we store all of the data back to our sheet. And if we move on to the initial outreach flow, once the qualified leads are stored, the system generates personalized outreach. The message references the lead's role, the company, and likely the operational challenges. We have specified everything in the system prompt after going through lots and lots of emails and figuring out what works and what doesn't. And then the workflow sends the emails automatically. So no manual research, no manual writing, it automatically sends the emails. But currently we're just drafting the emails because these are real people and I don't want them to receive emails from my email. And after that, the system tracks every interaction. It records who was contacted, what was sent, the follow-up schedules, and also the outreach status. If there is no replies, the system automatically sends follow-ups at controlled intervals that you set. So now every action is recorded, creating a measurable outbound pipeline. And next we have a follow-up flow which runs daily on 10 a.m. and based on the outreach status that we had logged in the previous workflow, we send them a follow-up after 10 days if they have not opened our email. Now let's compare. Before, a sales rep researches the leads, writes the emails, forgets follow-ups, and spends most of the day not selling. And after, the system finds the leads, qualifies them, sends outreach, schedules follow-ups, and also records outcomes automatically. Now the sales team only engages when a real conversation begins. So after building the system and after going through so much data on outbound outreach, we came to a conclusion that outbound effectiveness depends more than the qualification of the leads and not the quantity. And AI becomes valuable when it's connected to operational workflows and not when used in isolation. Systems like this allow organizations to scale their operations without increasing operational overhead. If you'd like to learn more or see how the system could fit your organization and how we actually build production grade reliable workflows, please feel free to reach out and connect with us. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.